Let's see here.
Oh, Marcus Talbert's in here.
All right, YouTube. What did he say?
Oh, he said, "What's up, guys?"
Oh.
I don't know if that was from today. I guess it was from today.
Yeah, that's for today. What's up, Marcus? Yeah, so essentially, we forgot to go live, but then of course the show would have looked different because we were doing an interview first.
Oh, look, Mike White. Thank you, brother, so much for having us on the podcast.
Oh yeah, hit him back up there. Oh, what was that one say?
Now, Tall gonna return the favor and get on the podcast with us. Now, y'all gonna return the favor.
Oh yeah.
What he meant. So what you want me to put?
Yeah, put you guys were awesome. Thanks. And you talking about us getting on their podcast?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then just put have Outlaw Mike message us about
just have Outlaw Mike, the MYKE.
Yeah.
Message us and
about date and time.
We're there.
But we can just do that one from our phones at like our house or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I can go on the phone. And all right, so now we got. So you want me to just save this clip?
Yeah,
because I started it a little earlier and then finished a little after, so we'll have to chop that up. Let me save this. Save as I'm not gonna put it under episodes, but AverageMarks podcast. You can do interviews.
Yeah,
I'll do Cajun Outlaw interview. Outlaws with a Z.
Yep. I messed it up on our poster. I put it with an S. Did you notice that?
I mean, I didn't know they spelled it with a Z until I saw the cup you pulled up that said Z. I had the Z on it. All right, so that was about a 20-minute interview. So we got about a 40-minute, 40 minutes worth of us. So, okay, I saved that.
So
I said, okay, we'll do.
Okay. And then if you would go ahead and stop recording it at the top.
Okay, right here. Stop.
Yeah. There we go.
And where's that going to say?
Yeah, I'm just now.
Go ahead and hit the there you go.
Huh?
And then it'll just stay in there.
Okay, so can I just close it out now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you want, you can exit out of there so we don't get like any dings or anything.
We can exit out of Skype now, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so we got YouTube on. Okay, I saved this. Let me double check. Let me save it again just to be sure. Cajun Outlawz interview. Save. Override it. Yes. And then we'll do a little 40-minute show. And I just got a voice track there.
Like in YouTube, you're gonna get a little prep here too. Because we didn't we're gonna talk about G1.
Yeah.
Can you go to YouTube and pull up the Brock Lesnar promo?
Yeah.
But the one that's censored.
Oh. I guess. So YouTube.
You already drank it? You have drinks? I think the UFC had posted one that was put UF confronts is that the UFC right there?
UFC on Fox.
Yeah, hit that. I think that one's censored.
That's not the let's see. Let's go to videos. And they just had I don't think they actually have the
Yeah, because I watched it today.
New from Napa.
Let me see. Brock Lesnar show. Well, that's already a Salt's Daniel Cormier. Let's see if this Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar, get the god of the piece of
Okay, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I walked into this building and watched the heavyweight disasters from the beginning.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Let's start it with Daniel Cormier's promo, and we'll kind of talk while it's going too.
Get your ass in here! Brock Lesnar, get your
Want me to start from
yeah, that'd be good.
Brock.
Okay. So we got that ready to rock and roll. What's up, Marcus? Marcus.
What it do, player?
Yeah, unfortunately, Marcus, we didn't go live when we interviewed the Cajun Outlaws, but you'll be able to hear it before too long once we put it up. It was a very interesting interview, to say the least. You got all 5 of them together. It's crazy.
And then
So okay, we'll do intro and rundown, social media pimp. We'll do
right.
G1 special review. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, the Extreme Rules show, we're gonna have to do it on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Wednesday or Thursday, because I am not gonna be here Friday.
Yeah,
I'm going to Chico State Park Friday, Saturday, and coming back Sunday. So I won't be able to do it unless we'd have to do it from, like, if we did it Friday, I wouldn't be in the studio, you know?
Yeah.
And like Friday afternoon, because we're going to Chico at like 3:00 Friday afternoon. So
yeah.
Thursday afternoon we could do it. That would be perfect. Cruz already talked to Cruz. He said he's off Thursday.
Yeah.
So if Brink's off Thursday, we'll be good to go. What
about the WrestleCast dudes? Can you get with Brink and see if he can do something with Conrad?
Yeah. Like, what's he supposed to do with?
Like, because they were supposed to come on the show with us.
Oh, they're gonna come on the show with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have the WrestleCast crew on the show with us for the Extreme Rules show. Okay.
Yeah.
And the only bad thing is if we do it Thursday afternoon, it's gonna be late night for them.
Yeah.
I said, unless I do it, like I said, we can do it whenever. This Friday or Saturday, I would not.
There's a good reception out there.
That's going to be it.
Well, you got Verizon. It's probably pretty good.
That's going to be the question mark. So let me. I'll just go in the group chat and.
Yeah, I guess see if they can do it. Like on a day that you're here for the studio.
Yeah. The bad thing is we can't do it until after 5 o'clock on Thursday or Friday.
And then put that time. And if that doesn't work for them, then whatever time they can do it on Saturday. And then like you'll have to call in on the Skype, the same call with the dudes. I know this seems discombobulated, YouTube, but it wouldn't have made sense anyway, because we would have started out with the interview first and then we would have started the show. So it is what it is. But we wanted to be live for you guys.
All right. So, okay. I just sent Brink that message. We'll get the message later, I suppose. Okay. So let me go back to the script now. So we're going to do G1 special review. Let me, what is it? I'm all over the place. All right, let me go Japan Pro Wrestling, get the results from that.
Where's your phone?
All right, come on, Wi-Fi, work. Results. They should have the results up from last night. Yeah. So the G1 results. Okay. I got that up. We'll talk G1 special. Also, WWE did the show in Madison Square Garden last night.
Mm-hmm.
We can kind of just talk about that. Let's see, WWE MSG show. It should be on Pro Fight TV, I would think. You know what? Turn off this fucking Wi-Fi. I'm connected to my phone. My hotspots.
No chance of this video ever getting money on it now. Thanks a lot, Patrick.
Oh, my bad.
This one's real.
I mean, not that we're partner yet anyway, but whenever we do become partner, this video is non-monetized.
All right, I got that connected.
Yeah, really. Get it today.
All right, my phone should be connected. Hell yeah. Go to profightdb.com. All right, I got the G1 special results up. Yeah, they don't have the.
Well, really, I mean, the only thing that's worth noting is the stare down between Roman Reigns and Undertaker.
Okay. I have the. Yeah, I have the results right here for that.
And then we'll play the video from Brink, but that's going to be in post edit because I got to bleep him out.
Okay, so let me. Okay, G1 special review, WWE MSG show review. Then we'll play Brink's video. What else we could talk about? Let me look on the.
Guess what?
Jonathan Brinkman just added a video just to the, or maybe that was yesterday. He did that.
Yeah. Well, on that one too, we'll lead in with their smack talk.
First match for All In was announced: Marty Scurll and Okada. So
that'd be good.
First All In match announced. Let me click on that.
I would love to see them get some big talent that's not on ROH or New Japan come wrestle.
Be interesting.
Like trying to think here.
And they're 6 hours ahead of us, Brink said. So Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali put on another good match on 205 Live. They've been talking about how good like those two dudes have been against each other. But I mean, nothing really to go crazy about. I don't know. It's like, I mean, and of course, leading up, I guess we can just kind of, preview the show, the Extreme Rules show this week. So we'll do that. We'll preview Extreme Rules show, and then the Cajun Outlawz interview. I mean, between the G1 special review, the Madison Square Garden show review, we'll play Brink's video. We'll talk about the first All In match announced. Then we'll preview the Extreme Rules show.
And then we got the Brock Lesnar thing.
Oh yeah, and then we'll do Brock Lesnar, UFC. Anything else you want to add? Or
that probably time out pretty good.
We'll go with the flow with that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got, let's see, what did Marcus say? We're good. My Wi-Fi lagging anyway. About to get on my phone after I stop cheating on Pokemon Go. I don't even know you could cheat on Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Why would you want to cheat anyway? Doesn't that cheapen the whole experience?
I remember I had an ex who liked playing Pokemon Go, and she got mad one time because I was listening to Sirius XM college sports radio, and they were talking about college football. So I was getting ready for the season. And it was like the first game of the year playing like that night on TV. And he was like, tweet me, what y'all doing tonight? And I said something about, girlfriend's been making me watch Pokemon, which she actually was making me watch the Pokemon show. And I was like, so tonight she got to watch college football. So then like they got on this little tirade of like, why is she watching Pokemon? Like, did they start talking about for like 10 minutes? And I let her listen to it. She got so mad at me. She got so mad at me. I was like, oops, sorry.
Well,
because they shouted out my tweet, All right, let me get this rolling again. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
Check 1 2. Yeah, can you check the levels on that that video we're gonna play? If it's not too hot.
Brock Lesnar, get your ass in here! Oh yeah!
All right, we'll stop it right. Yeah, so they look pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm ready whenever you are, man.
All right. And welcome to episode 34 of the Average Marks Pro Wrestling Podcast. We are broadcasting live from the Collar and Elbow Studios, downtown Lake Charles. How you doing, Patrick? What's up?
Doing good, man. Went hang out with Cruz last night at his house. We watched the G1 special. Great night of wrestling.
Did Cruz find the time to film a video?
He did not.
Dadgummit.
He was cooking. We had some pulled pork nachos last night.
Oh, that sounds good,
dude. They were amazing. They really were. They were amazing. So kudos to Cruz on the pulled pork nachos. Those were delicious last night. So we got to watch some wrestling. Unfortunately, didn't get to make a video, but maybe he'll find some time this week to make one. As of course,
hope so.
We're going to be doing the head-to-head with the WrestleCast crew for Extreme Rules this coming week, next weekend. But for today's episode, July the 8th, 2018, the 34th episode of the Average Marks. We're going to talk about the G1 special last night. Also, WWE had a house show at Madison Square Garden last night. That was a big show. Brink has his response video that we're going to play for you guys as well. Also, the first match for the All-In show was announced. We'll talk about that. We'll also preview the Extreme Rules show coming up next week. And then we'll play the clip that Brock Lesnar had last night after Daniel Cormier's knockout of Stipe Miocic. And then, of course, we have the Cajun Outlawz that are going to be on the show towards the end of the show today. Going to be very interesting to have all five guys live via Skype here on the show. Yeah. So that's going to be fun.
We're going to have to get the intern on this because they actually told me via Facebook message, because I said, hey, guys, make sure you call us 30 minutes after we're starting recording. They said, no, we don't call you. You call us. So and I was like,
we'll have to get the intern on that. So we'll about halfway through the show, we'll get them ready.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the rundown for today. Average Marks, episode 34.
That's right. You can check us out online, AverageMarks.com. That's your central hub to find out everything you need to know about the show. Wherever you consume podcasts, we are most likely there, especially if you're listening on iTunes. This is what we need from you, iTunes users. When you listen to the show, make sure you give us a rating and also a comment. What that's going to do, that's going to throw us into the iTunes algorithm. It's going to get us suggested to other iTunes users, which will help out the podcast a lot. Also, follow us on Twitter at The Average Marks and on Facebook at The Average Marks. Like I said before, we are broadcasting from the Collar and Elbow Studio. They are our title sponsor. We'd like to send a shout out to Al Snow and his crew. Thank you so much. But just for being an Amp Nation resident, we want to give you a chance to get some awesome wrestling streetwear for a little bit off. So it works. You go to collarandelbowbrand.com. You make your purchase. At the end, you're going to put the promo code TheAverageMarks in at checkout. You're going to get an extra 10% off your order at collarandelbowbrand.com.
So let's dive in now to our first topic. Of course, last night, the G1 special in San Francisco, New Japan.
San Francisco.
Yes, the New Japan Pro Wrestling coming back to America as they're getting ready for the G1 special, or not the G1 special, but the G1 Climax tournament that starts next Saturday. Really looking forward to that. I think I'm going to get New Japan World just for that tournament.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's going to be really fun. So I'll probably do that later on this week. But last night, the G1 special sort of kind of kicked things off last night. Let's go over the results here real quick. First match, it was Chase Owens, Takahashi, Tangaloa, Tamatonga, and King Haku defeating Shoyo, Rocky Romero, Geto, and Yoshihashi. And the second match, a tag team match, Toru Yano and Tomohiro Ishii defeated Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki. Tell you what, when Ishii and Suzuki get in the ring, those two dudes are very physical. That was
at it, huh?
They really go at it. Like at one point, I forgot it was a tag match. It was just those two guys kind of going back and forth for a good little while. Kushida and Hiroshi Tanahashi fall to Marty Scurll and Hangman Page. The next match, Hiroki Goto retains his never openweight championship by defeating Jeff Cobb. The IWGP Tag Team Champions, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, they retain their titles against Evil and Sonata. Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada get a big victory over Bushi and Tetsuya Naito. This match right here, a very good match. Also some news to report out of this match, but Hiromu Takahashi retains his IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Dragon Lee. A little bit more on that match right after the rest of the results here. In my opinion, the match of the night, Juice Robinson defeated Jay White for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight, the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. So Juice Robinson now becomes the first American-born wrestler to win the IWGP US Championship. Of course, Kenny had it first. He's Canadian. Jay White's from New Zealand. Juice Robinson, the first American. So congratulations to Juice Robinson in a tremendous match.
Seems
after
fitting.
he broke his metacarpal. He was able to win that match last night. A great match of the night, in my opinion.
Right.
And then the main event, IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Kenny Omega's first title defense against Cody, who has a victory over Cody back at Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor back in April. Kenny Omega wins this match, 34-minute match. It was
wow.
And hit him with the one-winged angel and got the pinfall over Cody. So Kenny Omega is now has retained the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So I was talking about the news, though, regarding that IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. According to the Wrestling Observer, Dave Meltzer reports that Hiromu Takahashi is believed to have suffered a broken neck last night in that match. And there was a spot he did, I forgot what the move is called. It's like some sort of suplex.
Yeah.
But, I mean, dropped it, it was a Dragon Lee dropped him on his head. It looked worse in slow motion.
I saw the steel of it, and I was like, holy crap, the neck is not supposed to be in that
live,
way.
I was like, ooh, man, that looked like it hurt. And they showed the replay in slow motion. It looked even worse.
Yeah.
So I believe that is probably where Takahashi broke his neck, which now, if he has a broken neck, you got to think the dude's going to be out for a good while. So what do they do with the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship? I'm assuming he's going to go ahead and vacate it. And I guess because it's crazy because Takahashi just won the Best of the Super Juniors, put on an amazing match at the finals. Then he lost the belt to Elgin. No, not that's thinking of something different. But he's had the belt since then. A great match last night against Dragon Lee, which in my opinion, second or third best match of the night. You're gonna break your neck. And
now let me ask you this: how long did the match go after that move?
The total match time was about 16 minutes. I think that happened probably a little over halfway through it.
You got to be so that dude went 8 minutes with a broken neck.
I would say he went at least 4 or 5 minutes.
Holy cow! What a beast!
Now, if that is when I'm assuming that's when.
No, that had to have been. That move was crazy.
It was crazy. So, unfortunate news for Hiromu Takahashi.
Wow.
Believed to have suffered a broken neck. I don't think anybody from New Japan has really confirmed that yet.
What has Mike Johnson said about it?
I'm not sure.
No, I'm just throwing shade on Meltzer.
But so
I'm pretty sure Meltzer knows.
So hopefully, because I've become a big fan of Takahashi since the Best of the Super Juniors. He's been phenomenal. He never puts on a bad match, including last night. Great match. It would just be unfortunate if he has a broken neck and he's out for a long period of time. So we'll keep you updated on that situation. But other than that, last night, of course, the U.S. Heavyweight Championship match, in my opinion, was the best match of the night. Juice Robinson got him with the schoolboy pin, got Jay White. I tell you what, Jay White right now, one of the best, at least last night, he got the most heat out of anybody in San Francisco last night. But, man, he plays that heel part so well. And Juice Robinson, of course, he had that, the metacarpal promo he cut earlier this week.
That's broken metacarpal.
Yeah. So, got 205 bones left. So we're good to go. And the crazy thing about last night was he had the cast on his hand from the broken metacarpal. And they specifically said the announcer said, if he uses that cast as a weapon, he could be disqualified and he won't, win the belt. Now, there was a moment in the match, of course, Jay White being the heel that he is, where he Irish whipped Juice into the corner where Red Shoes was kind of at. So Red Shoes had to duck down and turn away where he didn't see. And Juice stops himself, grabs the ropes. Here comes Jay White, low blows him, right next to Red Shoes, but Red Shoes had his back turned to him, couldn't see it. And then about 2 minutes later, once again, Red Shoes has his back turned. And, Juice Robinson hits him with the cast, almost wins the match there, but then a couple of minutes later rolls him up. And your new IWGP US Heavyweight Champion. Great match there.
So we got a cast low blow.
No, we didn't get the cast. He hit him in the face with the cast.
Well, Jay White got the low blow on Juice.
Jay White had the low blow on Juice when Red Shoes wasn't looking.
I was going to say.
2 minutes later when Red Shoes wasn't looking again, Juice hit, smacked him in the face with the cast.
Yeah.
So because it's his it's his left hand that has the cast, and he's left-handed, so he had to fight right-handed the whole, hit him with the right the whole night. So and that rhymed, but so he had to hit him with the right hand, and then that one time the ref wasn't looking, knocked him clean with the cast on the left hand.
Got to use it.
And then he went to pin him, but he still got the near fall. But later on, rolled him up, and the schoolboy pin after. That was a nice
old school.
Yeah, that was a good match there. And then of course Kenny. I think everybody expected Kenny.
Omega.
Yeah, I think everybody expected Kenny to win that match because Cody got over on him back in April. This is the rematch in a way. And you know what that tells me, though, between, Jay White losing and Kenny winning? I think Jay White is next in line for the IWGP heavyweight title because, Kenny's first defense was against Cody, a guy who the last time they fought, Cody got the win. The last time Jay White and Kenny fought, who won that match? Jay White. Jay White beat Kenny for the U.S. heavyweight title. So now...
Somebody kill Kenny!
So now, based on, that logic, Jay White would be next up in line to face Kenny since he does now own a victory over Kenny the last time they fought, and he did, take the U.S. heavyweight title away from him. So I don't know when that fight would take place. I'm not sure exactly when the next big New Japan event is. I'll have to we'll keep you updated on that, of course. Nothing is set in stone yet. They just finished the show last night. So they got the G1 Climax coming up next week. Really looking forward to that as well. And I think we'll touch on that a little bit.
Well, the G1 Climax is when they find out who's going to fight at Wrestle Kingdom for the championship, right?
Yes,
well,
exactly.
That's their next big event. Come on.
Well, I think there's some other events. Wrestle Kingdom, it's like the Royal Rumble, in WWE. The G1 is like the Royal Rumble. It's in a different format. It's a round robin with 20 guys, or it's like 18 or 20 guys. I don't remember the exact number, but they all fight each other. They have the finals, and then basically you're guaranteed the title shot at Wrestle Kingdom. I'm pretty sure they're going to have some other shows between now and then. I'm not, still learning this New Japan thing. That's why, last night I watched the G1 special. I'm still learning, but I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. Yeah. So not exactly sure what the schedule is coming up. Hell, as far as WWE is concerned, other than Survivor Series, SummerSlam, what's in between there, I'm not even 100% sure what's there.
Yeah,
either,
the biggest thing in WWE will be our hottest female tournament.
Yes, we need to.
It won't even be stuff they're putting on.
This week we need to discuss that because we were talking about doing it over the summer. Be a good time to do it.
Yes.
Speaking of, the other day was National Bikini Day, and a lot of the WWE women wrestlers took to Instagram to celebrate National Bikini Day. And all I can say is go look up hashtag National Bikini Day on Instagram. But the hottest female wrestler tournament. Well, we need to discuss that this week. Come up with a format, a bracket, and whatnot, and figure out how we're going to do this because we want to involve the fans.
Yes.
We do want to involve the fans. You will have a say in this. I'm not saying you're going to have the whole say, but you will have part of the say.
Yes.
And if anything, the fans may be the tiebreaker as far as getting, if two women, like if you and me say, woman A is hotter, if Brink and Cruz say woman B is hotter, you have the tie. Whoever the fans decide, that's who's going to move on. So, but nonetheless, the fans will get a vote in every single matchup. We have determined that much at least, but we still need to figure out how many women we're going to put in, figure out the bracket and all that stuff. So that's going to be coming up hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe leading up to SummerSlam. So somewhere around there.
Now, before we move on, let me ask you this. I got two things.
Okay.
Number one, was Kenny's hair on point?
Yes. Now, because he
you were so excited when you said that.
Yes, it was because I was thinking about that because before the show last night, they were playing reruns of Dominion, and they had played Strong Style Evolved. I think Strong Style Evolved, he had the blonde hair, and can't remember. I think he had the blonde hair for Dominion too. He kind of went back to like the gray, brownish, kind of darker colored hair.
Yeah.
I like that hair much better on Kenny.
Yeah.
The same thing with Cody. Cody went back to the dark hair. So both guys' hairs were on point last night in the main event. I didn't mind the golden hair on either one of them, honestly. But
is Cody dropping the American Nightmare gimmick?
I don't know, because here's the thing. And like Brinkman just put in our group chat, according to Meltzer, Hiromu possibly has a broken neck, which we talked about already. Quite unfortunate for Hiromu, but so Brink's breaking that news for us here right now. But
thanks a lot, Brink.
Now just lost my train of thought. We're talking about
we're talking about hair. Yes,
yeah, hair.
Did Cody drop the American Nightmare gimmick?
Well, he came out as the American Nightmare. Now the interesting thing that what happened after the main event is that Tama Tonga and Tangaloa and King Haku came out. and they all attacked. They attacked Omega and the Bucks because Omega and the Bucks.
Snap.
Yeah, they attacked Omega and the Bucks. So we're thinking Tama Tonga and Tangaloa might be challenging the Bucks for the title, for the tag team titles next. Not sure what that means for. And then some other members of the Bullet Club came out. Tama Tonga and Tangaloa and King Haku attacked them too. I can't remember who the other two were that came out off the top. I think maybe Hangman came out to try and to make the save. Then Cody comes out. Looked like Cody might have sided with Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, but then he started to attack Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and they took Cody out. And Cody and Kenny, I think, embraced it with a hug eventually afterwards.
Up. Cody and Kenny embraced with a hug?
I believe they did. Or they shook it. I can't exactly remember, but they basically showed a sign of respect for one another.
I wonder if we're seeing a rift in the Bullet Club, because obviously it's been building up to this. Kind of like when the NWO went black and red and black and white, Wolfpack and regular. Are we going to see the OGs against the new guys?
See, this is what it could be, because Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, I think, are the original members over everybody else, because they took off their Bullet Club shirts and they had another shirt on, said the Firing Squad, but also said BC on it. So I don't know. Maybe this could be similar to like the NWO black and white and the NWO red and white, the Wolfpack. Whereas Tama Tonga and Tangaloa could be the red, the red and black, and Omega, the Bucks, and everybody else could be the white and black. So I don't know what's going to happen there, but it was a very interesting ending to the G1 special last night, as far as Tama Tonga and Tangaloa and King Haku even,
Wow.
Because, King Haku is their father. So, so they all three attacked. I was thinking, man, what a 6-man tag that would be somewhere down the line. You have the Tama Tonga and Tangaloa and King Haku taking on the Elite with Omega and the Bucks. That would be that'd be a really fun match. So the G1 special last night was really good. The only unfortunate news was that Hiromu Takahashi may have suffered a broken neck. So right now, I guess his immediate future is in doubt as far as him being the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. And it sucks because he had such a great Best of Super Juniors, obviously winning it and then winning the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title at Dominion, but against Ospreay, which, oh man, that was such a great match.
Now, my second point was the video was really grainy, but who was that high spot with on the top of the ladder?
They're in the main event?
So that was Cody and Omega?
That was Cody, because
so who suplexed who?
Omega suplex. No, Cody might. I'm trying to remember, because it might have been Cody that suplexed Kenny, because honestly, I can't even remember now. Because I want to say it was Kenny.
Yeah.
No,
I couldn't tell. It was so grainy, the clip that I saw.
Because the chair, the ladder was set up kind of on the edge of the ring, like on the side, like near the ropes, to where there was a table set up on the outside of the ring.
Yeah,
and this ladder was high.
That's what I was fixing to say. This isn't a Punk 6-foot ladder. Yeah, this is like a story tall.
Yeah, this was about a 10-foot ladder, I believe.
I would say even 12. It looks so tall.
It was very tall, and at first it looked like, I thought Kenny was going to suplex Cody outside onto the table.
Oh my god!
But then I think Cody ended up suplexing Kenny back into the ring.
Okay,
so I think that's what happened there. That was probably the best spot. Now there was another spot where Kenny looked like he was power bombing Cody out of the ring onto the table, and Cody hit that table. That table did not break.
What?
Yeah, that looked kind of bad. But I think Cody ended up being. It wasn't. That one looked worse live than it did in replay. The replay was like, okay, it wasn't as bad. It probably still hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe he might have hit his head. But unlike the Hiromu Takahashi thing, where the replay looked much worse than it did live. So
I'll tell you what, speaking of hitting their heads, I'm pretty sure both of them were concussed after taking that bump from like 12 stories high. Or one story.
Yeah, it was a lot of physicality last night. Some great wrestling. I expected nothing less from New Japan last night. Another great show.
Congrats, guys.
In America. They're going to be coming back to America, as a matter of fact, I think maybe in November. They were talking about, or no, September 30th.
Book that MSG.
September 30th, they're coming back to America, I think, and then again in November. They have like a Young Lions thing that they're doing in America as well.
That'd be interesting.
So yeah, we'll keep you updated on that. But yeah, that's what happened last night with the G1 special.
Nice.
Let's move on now to the Madison Square Garden show that happened last night. Some interesting things happened there, even though it was not televised. Here's the results from the show last night. It looked like it was a great show. Bobby Lashley defeated Jinder Mahal. Cedric Alexander defeated Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt defeated Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, and Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Bailey, Ember Moon, and Natalya defeated Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Alicia Fox. Mojo Rawley
Alicia
defeated...
Fox is still wrestling?
She just got back. She was hurt.
Oh.
She was hurt. Mojo Rawley defeated Bobby Roode.
You got to be kidding me.
Nah, I'm not kidding you. Dolph Ziggler defeated Seth Rollins and Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship.
Nice.
Kalisto, Grand Metalik, and Lindsay Dorado defeated Drew Gulak, Jack Gallagher, and Brian Kendrick. So, the 205 Live guys getting to do some Madison Square Garden matches there. Ronda Rousey defeated Nia Jax with Alexa Bliss as the special guest referee. And The Undertaker, Braun Strowman, and Roman Reigns defeated Kevin Owens, Elias, and Baron Corbin. It was also announced WWE will return to Madison Square Garden on December 26th for a SmackDown Live event. The advertised matches were AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship.
Snap.
And now this is interesting. Of course, the card is subject to change. December 26th, they advertised Daniel Bryan versus The Miz, which, Daniel Bryan right now, as far as we know, has not signed a new contract.
Nope.
Past September 1st. So, of course, and it says right here, card subject to change, as it always does. So,
Man,
but
can you imagine a three-way dance between him, The Miz, and Ziggler?
Oh, boy.
Dude, lights out.
Just Miz and Bryan by themselves. I mean, give me that all day, every day. So that's what happened last night, MSG. You said there was a stare down between The Undertaker and Roman Reigns?
Yeah, I saw that on the YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why it came about, but The Undertaker's music was on. They were both in the same ring, and they squatted up on each other.
Yeah.
And they stared at each other for about 15 seconds, and then The Undertaker, outstretched hand, they shook, got a big pop, and then Roman got out the ring.
That's a nice rub for Roman because, I mean, the crowd, I think they're slowly starting to come around to Roman. I think Roman's slowly improving, but and Roman's a great wrestler. I've always said that. They've booked him terribly. He needs to get away from Lesnar.
Yeah.
He needs to, this thing with Bobby Lashley. I think this thing with Bobby Lashley could be if this thing with Bobby Lashley is a really good match, which I think it should be an Extreme Rules match. Obviously, it's being at Extreme Rules, but fans are coming around, and that was a great thing for the Undertaker to, reach out his hand, shake it, and kind of give that rub over to Roman Reigns. Because, man, when Reigns beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania, I think that hurt him more than it helped him, in my opinion, because the fans just were not happy about that.
Yeah, and shout out to the GorillaPosition.com and Ryan K. Bowman. They had a story on there the other day about how, essentially it's too late for WWE to heel turn Roman.
Yeah.
Like, they got to stay the course now. They could have done it earlier, but it's too far in the game now. They got to keep him babyface because obviously Cena doesn't have much left.
Yeah.
He's going to be the guy they're sending to Good Morning America and all these stops, promoting the brand and stuff like that. So he's got to stay babyface now. But like you were saying, yeah, it would be nice to see Roman go over.
Yeah, you're right. So that's what happened at Madison Square Garden last night. Now, earlier this week, you have anything left on the...
Well, I just got to say to Triple H, you need to be careful with your 205 Live because you don't want to overexpose them. That's a lot of people in MSG.
They only had 2 matches, so, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Nah, I was just digging on them for taking them off Raw.
So, let's move now. The first All-In match was announced. Of course, Cody supposedly was supposed to be fighting Nick Aldis for the NWA World title. Not sure if that match is going to happen or not, at least not for the NWA World title, because Cody did not win the Ring of Honor World title. And I think Nick Aldis had said,
but we're still, we still have a chance. And
we're still a little less than 2 months away.
And let me ask you this. Do you think with the new stuff that's coming out from, what was her name? Taylor Hendricks saying on social media, the reason why she was not elevated in ROH women's division and the reason why she left is because she wouldn't have a romantic relationship with Jay Lethal.
Like a legit romantic relationship?
Like he wanted to get with it and she said no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you shouldn't be mixing, your personal lives with, in-ring stuff. I mean, it does make for good entertainment sometimes.
So I wonder if they're going to make him vacate the title since he's putting kind of a bad light on their strap.
I mean, if she legitimately went up to him and wanted to date him and he just straight up said no, I don't think you could fault that man for that.
Well, no. The thing was, she said that she wasn't given a shot in the company because she said no to his advances.
Oh, because he said no to her advances, or she said no?
She said no to his advances.
Oh, so she's getting the heat. Wait, hold on.
She got the kibosh.
Maybe I'm a little confused.
Okay. He wanted to tango with her.
Okay.
The lights off kind of tango.
Yeah.
And she said no. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And she went to social media after he won his title.
Yeah.
And said the reason why I never got a push in ROH women's division is because I said no to Jay Lethal.
Ah, okay. Well, then that's a little different because, I mean, I don't know. It just sounds like politics, and
supposedly he and management put the kibosh on her.
Well, then that's not right. Obviously, you know, like I said, professionally and personally, that stuff should not mix. And I don't think they're going to take the title off of him for that.
Or maybe have him lose it real quick.
Or you could have him lose it real quick. I mean, but in my opinion, that's
too said, Cody.
It's the same. Yeah. And if you're gonna take the title off of him, put it on Cody, because Cody's gonna have that belt at All In. You're gonna want that belt at All In. But Jay Lethal is gonna be there, I think, too. So,
but let's be honest. The match between Cody and Nick Aldis is gonna suck because Nick Aldis is in the match.
Yeah.
So either way.
But speaking of matches at All In, the first match officially announced will be the villain, Marty Scurll, taking on the Rainmaker,
holy cow,
Kazuchika Okada. What a match that's going to be.
Now, is that opening the show, or that's just the first match that they're saying?
It's the first match they announced.
Oh, I got you. Because I was going to say, you opened the show with that. Holy cow.
Yeah, I was about to say, it could open the show. I mean, you always want a good match that's going to open the show, and that match is going to be a great match. So you got Marty Scurll versus Kazuchika Okada. That will be at All In for sure. Already announced.
I'd like to see some TNA, some Impact talent in that show as well, because they can book indie shows too.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who they book and who they bring in. They got a lot of names.
They got to bring
already.
The draw.
Yeah, they got a lot of names in there already. So
bring in some OVE.
It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah.
So let's move on now to I don't know why I'm yawning.
Need some caffeine, Doc?
Yeah, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. It's Sunday. That's the weather, and just I don't know, just worn out, I guess. But so let's move on now. We're gonna start talking about next week's show, the Extreme Rules show. We got the thing with WrestleCast over in the UK. We're gonna go head to head with them on our scorecards for Extreme Rules. But Brinkman got a video that he put out.
Yes,
that we're gonna go ahead and play the audio for you guys at least right now. I think you'll be able to see.
Yes.
We didn't put did we put the video up on social media yet? Or?
Not yet,
but it will be on social media.
It will be on social media later today.
Okay.
Then that will be the unedited version. What you're gonna get here is the edited version, obviously, because trying to keep it family friendly on the AverageMarks.
So here is the video that Brinkman put out in regards to this feud that we have with.
Well, first, Patrick, let's play a little bit about. Let's play from the WrestleCast, because Brink's been silent on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? Brink really hasn't said anything. They've been popping off for the last few weeks on Brink and on Cruz.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry.
You might need one of those 5-hour energies.
I might. It's bad.
Hey, this doesn't get you pumped up. I don't know what will, because they're coming for us, dude.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so let's listen to WrestleCast, and this is what pushed Brink over the edge for him to finally break his silence. All right, so you got these dudes from England talking in their suave talk, right?
Yeah.
Digging on us. And Brink said, enough is enough. And right now, here's Brink's response. Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure, even though it's bleeped, you can tell what he's saying, but you can see the unedited version at our social media pages at the AverageMarks on Twitter and Facebook. And I tell you what, you can see it in Brink's face.
Yeah.
He's pulling no punches.
No,
he's ready for war.
Yeah, because he, Brink's been very passionate about this scorecard belt, so he's going to be very passionate about beating these guys in the scorecards as well. So,
right,
it's going to be a very interesting. It's going to be very interesting because this is the first time we ever do something like this. Obviously, we've been doing scorecards now since last November, amongst ourselves, and now we got an outside entity coming in here trying to, I guess, overtake us in a way. So
yeah, on Twitter, you can keep up with the battle with the hashtag USA VS versus UK. And the guys over at the UK, they got their own hashtag UK versus US. But you know, US is first in everything, bro. So get the order right. It's hashtag USA versus UK. You're coming on our territory to play our game, our rules. Hashtag USA versus UK.
That's right. So, which leads us now into the show next week. We're trying to figure out Wednesday or Thursday. I think Brink said Wednesday or Thursday would be good. Well, they're 6 hours ahead of us, though, so they're going to be on the show with us. We're going to try and get them on the show. That's going to be somewhat tough based on our schedules and them being 6 hours ahead of us. So that'll be very interesting. But
you know what? It's not our fault that the time in the UK sucks. Okay.
But we're going to have them on. We're going to do our score. We're all going to do our scorecards.
Yep.
And we're going to see which trio, because we're going to do me, Brink, and Cruz versus them three.
Versus Conrad, Martin, and Stevie.
Yes. And we're going to see whose 3 scorecards add up to have the most points.
The average marks?
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm a firm belief it will be the average marks. But, hey, look, it's anybody's game at this point. So, and we're going to do that show Wednesday or Thursday. Obviously, we'll do our picks for Extreme Rules coming up, which, speaking of, let me just go over the Extreme Rules card here real quick as I pulled it up. Let me go ahead and pull it up here just real quick.
Championship Wrestling.
So the card is 9 matches right now. So I think this might be all the matches. They might add one more maybe. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, an Extreme Rules match for the Raw Women's Championship.
They're going to be using weapons?
Yes.
Nice.
They will be using weapons. AJ Styles versus Rusev for the WWE Championship. The Deleter of Worlds, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, taking on the B-Team Tag Team Championships, Raw Tag Team Championships. Carmella versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. The Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title. And Finn Balor versus the Constable, Baron Corbin. So not a bad card here.
The constipated
Baron Corbin, but solid card here. I really like this card. I wish there were more gimmick matches. I wish like AJ Styles and Rusev would be Extreme Rules. But then, of course, AJ just had the last man standing match with Shinsuke. Maybe Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. That should be the Extreme Rules
You
match.
can't break the face that runs the place.
No, you cannot. But I would love to see some more Extreme Rules matches because, it's Extreme Rules. Why not? I mean, literally one match out of 9 is Extreme Rules.
A girls match.
And it's a girls match.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to do it but come on.
And you still have a week to, add a stipulation to some of these, like maybe Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, put that as a.
Yeah, because I've been having that social media heat. These guys need some weapons.
And Ziggler and Rollins, they got the Iron Man match. So that'll be, it's
going to be really good.
That'll be fun.
I'm so excited they're finally giving Ziggler a push, man.
Yeah. Hey, who's going to take that belt off of Ziggler, right?
Who?
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, we talked about that a few weeks ago.
That's gonna so that down the line. So Ziggler's gonna hold this belt for a good little minute. I think maybe until Survivor Series he might hold this belt, unless they want to pull the trigger early and have Ziggler and have McIntyre turn on Ziggler here real quick. But I don't think they've run their course yet. So think have Ziggler go over whoever at SummerSlam, and then maybe around October, have Drew turn on Dolph, and then you have Ziggler. But then again, Survivor Series is SmackDown versus Raw,
right?
So I'm not sure how they're gonna do that. Maybe it Clash of I think it's Clash of Champions in December.
Yeah, because no belts are on the line at Survivor Series, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, it's just SmackDown. It's SmackDown champions versus Raw champions.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. But that's the card for Extreme Rules. Our Extreme Rules preview show, of course, will be coming up this week, Wednesday or Thursday. Stay tuned to our social media, Facebook and Twitter, to we'll keep you updated on when we're going to do that Extreme Rules preview show, which will be very interesting. We'll have the WrestleCast guys on, as well as Brink and Cruz in the studio as well. So it's going to be chaos, utter chaos is what it's going to be. So let's now. I think now is it time for the Cajun Outlaws?
No,
interview?
no, not yet. We got to get the intern, Katie. Katie, can you call the Outlaws? And while she's calling the Outlaws, we have the Brock Lesnar thing to go over.
Yes, that's true.
And the Daniel Cormier, who is I don't know if he still lives there because it says he's fighting out of Sacramento, California.
Yeah, I think he lives in Sacramento now.
But he was born in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah.
So repping the boot. Shout out to DC.
A former All-State linebacker at Northside High School.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Over in Lafayette. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to go ahead and play you the clip of Brock Lesnar last night, or Daniel calling out Brock, and then basically Brock's response to Daniel Cormier.
Brock Lesnar, get your ass in here!
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to do that.
No.
Here he comes. Bam! Big old shove.
Let me tell you something. I walked into this building and watched the heavyweight disasters from the beginning. Nagano's a piece of shit. Miocic's a piece of shit. DC, I'm coming for you.
Wow.
And then he shoves the mic into the camera. Like, now I think, let me check that fight, which right now, I don't know what that says about Brock as far as his status with WWE right now. Obviously, he's still the Universal Champion.
Well, it doesn't matter. He doesn't fight with the WWE anyway.
No. But let me see.
While you're looking that up, let me tell you what ticks me off about this whole thing. And of course, that was cut down a little bit. When you watch the longer form of it, DC's team is laughing the whole time. Joe Rogan's laughing the whole time. Of course, you said it before, DC is a huge pro wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
This is so kayfabe, man. And like, dude, if you're going to kayfabe it, make it look like a shoot at least.
Yeah.
All these guys are laughing and they're just making a big joke out of it. So how can we take this seriously now?
I think even WWE is going to help push this Brock Lesnar Daniel Cormier fight.
I would imagine you would have to, because now, I mean, you've brought into, everybody knows this confrontation was staged. Everybody knew what was going to happen. They knew Brock was coming in. They all had their phones out and they were taping it. And then you got Cormier trying to act like he's a WWE superstar, running promos on him, while he's in there. Dude, look, I get it. You haven't lost as a heavyweight yet. You will when you meet Brock Lesnar in the ring, dude. He will pound you into the ground, dude.
Now, we're not sure when that fight's going to happen. It could happen as early as November, but it may not happen until maybe early 2019. So we're not sure. Anyway, I'd say anywhere from 4 to 6 months. I was listening last night on Sirius XM, their MMA channel, and anywhere from 4 to 6 months probably is when this fight is going to happen, which 6 months from now would be January. 4 months from now would be November. So anywhere I say between November and maybe February, the latest.
But did you get that feeling from the clip? Were you like, man, how fake is this?
Somebody made the comment last night because Daniel Cormier made history last night.
Yes, he did.
First man to ever hold the light heavyweight and heavyweight
Second man.
title. Well, he's the first to ever hold the light heavyweight because Connor had the
2 belts at one
the
time.
welterweight and the featherweight, maybe I can't remember, but Daniel's the first one to have the light heavyweight and the heavyweight at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't even really give that a chance to kind of soak it in. Immediately grabs the mic, calls out Brock. Brock comes in, shoves him, and then Brock, you just heard what he said.
Yeah.
So you could have gave a little more time to acknowledge Daniel Cormier as the first guy ever to hold the light heavyweight and the heavyweight titles at the same time.
Yeah. He got a huge pop when he jumped on the top of the cage and he put both belts in the air.
Yeah.
He got a huge pop.
So that was it was a very interesting night last night for UFC and as well as even WWE, of course, with the MSG show, and then you got your Universal Champion Brock Lesnar showing up to UFC 226 and making headlines.
Yeah, more action in the UFC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, let me ask you this: how do you say the guy's name he fought again?
Stipe Miocic.
Yeah, Stipe, dude. Like, check your chin, bro. Was
Yeah.
that not? I mean, like the punch that delivered the knockout blow. And look, I get it. I've never been knocked out, but I know you just got to hit the right spot, and then the jaw does its thing, and then they're out like a light. But come on, man, you're a professional fighter, and that little punch does you out? I didn't get it.
I mean, Daniel Cormier packs a mean punch, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
I mean, they all do.
he's a big dude. Gained all that weight to get into the heavyweight division. So
Yeah, he looked like a short, stumpy hobbit.
They used to call. I think some people used to call him the daddest man on the planet. The daddest man on the planet,
dude. That is great.
That's good stuff, right there.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So yeah, that's what happened last night at UFC 226. So all right, Katie, you got the Outlaws on the line? You do?
Yeah, she gave us a thumbs up. We're good.
We're good. All right, so let's go ahead now and take us to Ryan to the interview.
And then my intro from the interview is where that'll take over.
Okay.
And now we just got to do our outro.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, so once again, big props to the hottest heel faction, not just in Louisiana, Patrick.
In the nation.
In the nation for joining us,
I mean,
the Cajun Outlaws with a Z.
That's pretty big. They're getting the calls from Oklahoma, from Tennessee.
Yep.
And then from Walmart. that was hilarious.
All 7 at 7.
Those 5 guys, I tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen them wrestle, but man, just those 5 guys talking, man.
I don't know how many times I've invited you to Oak Smell.
I know. I'm just a busy man outside of this podcast.
Gummit, Patrick.
You'd think I wouldn't be busy. Of course, my days have opened up, lately. So I guess so. We'll see. I'll try and make one.
Yeah, August. That's the next Oak Smell show.
August, as long as it's before football season.
Dude, it's going to be. Yeah, I think it. Well, obviously, what they said, the date that I saw isn't nailed down just yet.
Yeah.
But there will be a possible match between TK Riot and Teddy Nall, the Southern Gentleman.
Very nice.
Last time we saw them, they were bleeding all over the school gym.
Oh boy.
It was absolutely epic. So look forward to that as well.
It's epic when they got blood involved.
Yes.
So we got anything else, man?
No, that's it for me. Just be sure to check us out online, AverageMarks.com. If you're on iTunes, please give us a rating and a comment after you listen to the show. And also, remember, if you're looking for some pretty cool wrestling streetwear, go to collarandelbowbrand.com at checkout. You can save 10% when you put in our code, TheAverageMarks. That being said, if you don't have anything, Patrick, I think you know what time it is, dog.
Outro.
And that's how we do it, Marcus. Guys, thanks for watching.
Get done there.